Nandi Madida's recent interview with L-tido, it has really shaken Mzansi. Now everyone has their own fair share of opinion and interpretation of what Nandi Madida's shared. Now, I didn't watch the whole episode, but I do know that the bottom line question is whether or not is it ideal for a woman to date a broke man or not. And Nandi did insist that you have to really give grace to struggling men, especially black men, when they're still trying to figure out life. Now guys, you can go watch the whole episode. It's L-tido podcast, if I'm not too mistaken. But guys, I did ask AI about this. One thing you should know: AI is not biased. AI gives fair judgment or feedback to you. Now I asked AI, is it ideal for a woman to date a broke guy? And is it really true that when a guy is financially stable, he changes? Now this is what AI gave me. It said, dating a broke guy can be a gamble. So sometimes love is not about a person, not about the paycheck, but financial stress can strain a relationship big time. When a man gets stable, it can shift his mindset, more confidence, less survival mode. Now, my personal experience is that when it says that it shifts his mindset, he tends to have more confidence when he has money and less survival mode. Now, you just have to use your general knowledge in this, guys, that when you are stuck in a desert, even a snake would look good in your eyes because you are hungry. You will grab whatever comes your way. But you know that on a random day, if you were home and not stuck in desert, you would not eat a snake. You will have your own preference that I want to go eat like maybe a pizza or whatever. Anyways, let's continue with this. It says less survival mode, more room for planning and generosity, but core values how he treats people and his emotional habits that don't automatically change with a fatter bank account. Some guys stay humble and use their new resources to build future together. Others get a new ego and some old red flags show up in different packaging. Now, this is very true, guys. If you are really honest with yourself, this is very true. Now, I'm just going to share my personal experience dating a man who was, really struggling at the time. And this is just my honest experience, guys, that I want to share with you. And however, I do want to say that you are allowed to date whoever you want as a woman. You have a God given free will to choose. You can choose whoever you want to choose for yourself. And I'm not saying that broke men don't deserve love, and I'm not saying that rich men deserve everything. What I'm saying is that it is up to you. The choice is yours. However, you do have to know that whilst a man is building himself, you also have to be building yourself too. I think that is very safe. Play it safe, guys. When a man is building himself, also do your little thing on a side. Whether you are studying a business, whether you're furthering your studies, it is very important to do that. Don't be acrimony. Don't be that woman in acrimony who was building a man, having more than two jobs just to survive and provide for the man. And when he finally got his winning ticket, he up and left her. But at least he did give her a compensation. But it's very safe for you as a woman. When a man is struggling and building himself, it is very important for you to be also struggling and building yourself too, just in case this does go south and you end up going your separate ways. Know that I did my fair share and he did his own fair share. So we part ways. There is no bad blood and stuff. But my personal experience is that I dated this guy. We came right out of high school. He was into forex trading, right? I dated this guy. We were just young, right? We just came out of high school, and he was doing this thing of trading and stuff, and we started dating, right? So he was not financially stable. He did not have money, he did not have anything. And I understood that. Why? Because I chose him knowing exactly the financial position he was at, and I would not demand anything. I would not say, I want 500 rand. But what I knew, that the little that we have, we will share, right? So fast forward, this guy was, trading, practicing, doing all the work. And when I tell you that I was his shoulder to cry on, I did not understand the charts that he was showing me, but I would not criticize him. I would support him 100%. Okay, I was right behind his back. Even when he would explain these charts, this thing, I would not understand a thing, but I would make it to a point that I don't criticize him because I don't see the vision he's seeing. I don't see the goal that he has in his mind. So it is better for me to support him than to criticize him. Mind you, he was already receiving judgment from people who were close and dear to his heart. They were not believing in him, telling him that this thing is a scam, you should leave this thing alone and focus on school. Yeah, but things like that. I was the only one who was right behind him, supporting him all the way. Fast forward, the guy did get his breakthrough. I'm talking about that man was making 30K a week. I kid you not. That man was making a lot of money. Me and this guy, we would call each other every day. We would see each other. The moment he started making a lot of money, I can firmly say he changed. He changed on me. He was no longer comfortable speaking with me in front of his friends. The friends who were against him, the friends who were telling him that this is a scam, you should leave this thing, you are never gonna get a break in this thing, leave this thing is a scam, da 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 da. He was showcasing to those friends. There was this one time we were in a call with him, and as we were talking in a call, I kept hearing did it right, and I'm like, what is that sound, what is that sound? And he was like, I gave my friend my bank card, to, I wanted him to get me, something to eat, but now this guy is like purchasing things that I didn't ask for him to purchase with my card. I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, now I'm seeing like this bank alert is alerting me that he just purchased, and these Nike sneakers that cost like 2.5. And I was like, I don't even know this guy's banking pin. And his friend knows his banking pin, and he knows very well that when he purchases, the bank notification would show up in his phone. I was like, no ways. He was like, yeah, he just purchased a t-shirt in Total Sports. I don't know what's happening with this man. Can you please hang up? I need to call him right now. But I know that even if they did talk, that man did not return all those things he bought. And me on the other side, that man would not give me even 600 rands. The amount of money that he gave me that I remember was 300 rands. It was an e-wallet of 300 rands. Do you understand? Of course, I was like, you know what? I was with the mentality of like, never ask men and money, never do this and that. But guys, for me, my experience dating a man who was broke and got his breakthrough, it really showed me flames. So it taught me a lesson on the way that, but guys, for me, I honestly think that it is up to you what you choose for yourself. But we all know that majority of the time when a man is not financially stable, he's not 100% himself. Well, at least I heard that from Mr. Steve Harvey. He said when a man is not in a financial position he desires in life, he does not know who he really is. He is still trying to figure himself out. I can say that man is just 30% himself when he is struggling financially. But when a man is financially stable, he is 100% himself. That is why majority of the time, guys, please mind this. I'm not generalizing this because not all men are the same. So I'm saying most men, when they are financially free and get their financial breakthrough, they change. We cannot run away from that. A lot of men can be with struggling, and they're struggling with their girlfriends, and when he finally hits the jackpot, he leaves her. We've heard a lot of stories like that, guys. We've heard a lot of things like that are connected to that, common stories, different women, but just common stories. So all I can say is that it is up to you what you choose for yourself as a woman. But I guarantee you that whatever you want from a man, you can have this ideal man in your head. I can assure you that man you have in your head is real. Okay? So choose something that satisfies you. If you know that I don't want to date a broke man, that is absolutely fine. If you know as a woman I don't mind dating a financially struggling man, that is absolutely up to you and it's absolutely okay. I am not gonna criticize anyone, guys, because we have we did not grow up in same backgrounds, you know. So others did not come from homes, you know, that are well off. So it's absolutely okay, guys, to date whomever you want to date. I'm not gonna criticize any man, but this that was my personal experience, guys. The guy did, you know, turn on me. He was something completely different from the guy I met. So so when a man does finally gets financially stable, it changes him. It shifts his mind. It gives him a confidence that, you know, it gives him a confidence that you've never seen before. He has a choice. When a man has money, he has a choice to choose whomever he wants to choose. And most of the time, when a man finally gets his financial breakthrough, he will choose someone else. Because as a man, I don't know if it's an ego thing or something, but when a man, you know, gets financially stable, he tends to want someone new, you know, someone who does not know his background, does not know his struggles, so that he can be a hero in this person's eyes. So it is very like disappointing in a way, or you know, to kind of like act a hero to someone who knows your flaws. I don't know if I'm making sense, but guys, as I've said, it is your choice who you choose to date.